been under a rock. I don't know what's you been going on, but if you're an Auburn fan, you know it's a big game this week. And of course, me and Tony are here to talk about it. So let's enter the Tiger Den as CNT Talking Tigers kicks off.
This is CNT Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den.
Yes, sir, and welcome to the Tiger Den. This is CNT Talking Tigers, talking Auburn football, what we do. We back for another episode. Once again, joined by my main man, Tony Milford. Knock it out. He got on the Auburn shirt.
Had to go change it real quick, you know what I'm saying? Had to go change it real quick.
We ain't got on no orange this week, so I get we ain't
following. Hey, the orange on this week, that orange was bad luck, bad juju last week or something, man. I still had the orange on that. Hey, look, when I ran back there, I looked at the orange. I said, no, I had the orange on last week. I ain't putting on no orange this week.
Right.
Bad juju, baby.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get into that. But, hey, before we go, hey, Tony, tell them how they can check us out and follow us for the people who don't know, who ain't never been here.
Hey, if you ain't never been here before, man, check us out on Twitter and Instagram. We're going to join the Facebook world here soon. I don't know what we've been waiting on, but we've been dragging our feet. But we'll be on Facebook soon. But we're definitely on Instagram and Twitter, CT Talking Tigers. Follow us. Check us out on YouTube. Hit the link. Subscribe. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Bang with your boys, man. Bang with your boys.
Yes, sir. Bang with the boys. So before we get into this week's game, man, we gotta talk about this because we gonna go ahead. Auburn wins, and I put question mark there because it was nothing like what we predicted last week. We definitely didn't make the spread.
What?
So yeah. Tony, how'd you feel? Because I didn't know what I was watching on last Saturday.
To say I was highly disappointed would be an understatement. To go into halftime at home, to go into halftime losing 10-7. I mean, I was flabbergasted. I'm just as lost for words now as I was then. Like then as I am now. Like I couldn't believe it. I could not. There was nothing that could have. I would have never. I couldn't have made that up. That we would have went out there and looked like we did against San Jose State. Man, I was just.
Yeah.
I mean. TJ turned the ball over again. I mean, Robbie turned the ball over. It was. I mean, Tank had an okay game. Looks like what we gave up 16. What was it? 16 or 17 points? 16
points.
So 16 every week is so far looks like is where we're gonna go. We're gonna give up 16 points every week. They showed 6 points, only allowed 6 points in the second half by the defense, which was good. We got 3 sacks. I wanted to have 3 or more. We got 3 sacks. We didn't turn them over, but I did like the 3 sacks. That game was awful, man. That was guys coming in, looking towards next week, because I've seen quotes from John Samuel Schenker saying they've had this one circled for a while, and the one coming up Saturday, they've had it circled for a while, and we've been waiting to get back. And you're thinking about them Nitty Lions, and you almost lost to San Jose State.
Yep.
You got to lock in and come prepared and be focused week in and week out. And that if that team shows up this Saturday, we're gonna be 2-1. I was disgusted with the performance. Not a whole lot of standouts to me. There was nobody that I could heap praise on this week. Like I don't even have any. I don't have a bright spot for that game outside of the defense giving up 6 points in the second half, which I thought you were supposed to do anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, our OC and our head coach, man, y'all got to show me y'all been saving it, boy. Cause
Yeah.
that's all. Like I say, what I saw Saturday, it's like we went backwards.
Yeah.
It's like we went backwards. So can I attribute it to guys didn't get up for San Jose State because they worried about next week? They really didn't care about, yeah, because they still 19, 20, 21-year-old kids. But man, that's where the leadership motherfuckers at the top.
Mhm.
That's your job to
Yeah.
make sure they don't get complacent and we stay focused and task at hand and you run through you treat them all the same. You treat each opponent the same, give them the same respect.
Yep.
And you go out there and strap it up and you give it 110% like you would if it was Mississippi State or Arkansas or Georgia. Because if you don't, this is what will happen.
Yeah.
We are very fortunate to be not sitting here talking about a loss. I'm gonna tell you, had we lost, you probably wouldn't do this one by yourself. I wouldn't even showed up. I'd have called out.
Would it just be C talking
Just
Tiger?
see talking Tiger because the team gonna take some PT. I'm gonna take me some PTO. I mean, I will be honest, man. That was, man,
It was bad.
that was bad, bro. I don't even, like I said, I don't even have nothing to be like. Well, such a, I ain't got nothing, bro. I ain't got nothing. That was terrible. I'm just glad we won. Thank God we won that game. That's all I can say. We had the same type of game Alabama had with Texas,
And that
and they was on the
they had
road
big opponents.
playing a
Yeah.
different team. At least they was playing somebody. Everybody know they playing Texas. We was playing San Jose State at home and struggled mightily to a
Not
win.
well known Mountain West team.
You know what I'm saying? That should not have been an issue, boy. But hey, I was disgusted with the performance. I'm glad. The win column says 2-0, and I'm gonna take that. And that's the only good thing I'm taking out of that game was, hey, we 2-0, baby. It's on you,
Yeah.
Court.
Yeah. I agree with you. I didn't see nothing special about that win. Only thing I guess I can contribute is TJ played better in the second half, but my whole thing was like how he was talking, saying, he was telling the guys, I got y'all, I was like, you should have did that in the weeks leading in the game days leading up.
You should have had us in the first quarter.
Yeah, the first quarter. Um, but one thing I will say, and it was pointed out, Coach Harson, um, the the practices needing up. He kept saying they had decent practices, and usually when he talks about practice, he does not lie. When they play good, have good practices, they usually play well on the field. They have decent practices, they don't play well, and we saw that on last Saturday. Um, Highly disappointed. Uh, at least I would at least been more felt a little bit more better. We could have at least had our run game going. If Tate would have had 100
Man, we
yards,
did nothing, bro.
yeah. Jarquez at least would have had like maybe 75. Damari came in, when at least had put up 40, 50 yards. Robbie gave us that spark. It was like we was y'all, they were struggling.
Man, it's like
Get,
they were just going through the motions, bro. They were just going through the motions.
and it was sad. I mean, it was sad. I'm like you. I'm happy we won because last weekend was very strange in itself. Because you got Notre Dame and Texas A&M taking L's. So I'm like, Lord, I'm so grateful we weren't a part of that list too.
Yeah, but at least, what's his name? Lost to somebody. Yeah, Appalachian
Yeah.
State. good
Texas,
football team.
yeah,
Marshall is a
Texas
good
A&M lost
football
to a good
program.
team. Yeah,
San Jose State is not a good football program.
not at all. Now,
Never has been.
if they would have played like this, and it would have been close, like to Boise State, who's also in the same conference, then I was like, okay, I can see that. But San Jose State, come on, man, come on.
They bullshitted their way through practice last week and it showed on the field Saturday.
Very much showed on it on the field. So we not happy. I have no game, no player of the game.
No,
I have no good. I don't even know why they did the little water dance when Harston came in. I was like, why are y'all celebrating?
they should have been the quietest win ever.
Right. I was like, why are we celebrating? Like, this ain't nothing to get excited about. We barely won. They almost is the onside kick would have went their way. We would have had to go to overtime. But neither here nor there. We won.
We
We gonna
won.
move on. Move on to the schedule, the meeting at hand, which of course is Auburn versus Penn State 2. Now, we didn't fare too well last year. Um, went to Happy Valley, but a whiteout.
Why
Um,
did that thing out? We out there with the white. We out there whiting out too.
yeah, we got our white face masks and all white uniforms, and we got whited out, so we got beat. So we took a L, but I mean it was a really good game. We had some unfortunate errors that maybe cost us that game. Really late in the second half, but going into this game, man, Tony, you know, this previewing this game and what you've seen from Penn State, man, just what what are you seeing so far? That from Penn State that you like, okay, this team is legit because this is not the same Penn State team that we saw
Not at
last
all.
year. It might actually be a little bit better than what we
No,
saw.
no, no. I don't go that far.
You wouldn't go
Definitely,
that far?
definitely not. I'm definitely not gonna say that. They are definitely not.
Uh,
They don't have. They don't have. They don't have a Jahan Dotson.
yeah,
They
that's
don't.
true.
They don't have a Jaquan Brisker on the back end as they did last year. Uh, so I'm not. I'm not as no. I won't say that because what I've seen so far, I paid attention to them because I knew we had them coming up this week. Um, they're not a very good third down team. They don't convert very well on third down. They didn't convert very well on third down against Purdue. They didn't convert very well on third down against Ohio last week. So that's one thing I'm looking at. Third down defense, we're gonna have to get them out. We can get them out the field because they routinely don't do a good job of converting on third down. Fourth downs either, even that fourth down. They're not in executing and conversion downs and money downs. They don't really come through. So I'm looking at us. All right, we can have success. It's setting up for us to have success on third and fourth downs when they go for it because
Yeah,
judging from Purdue and Ohio, they couldn't get it done. They did not run the ball particularly well against Purdue. They want to throw it a lot. They let Sean Clifford, I think the quarterback named Sean
yeah,
Clifford,
that's
he's
it.
like a 6-year senior.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a grown man out there. And in the literal sense, you know what I mean? He's a grown man out there. That boy probably 23, 24 years old. He might marry, got kids and everything. Ain't no telling.
Got
But
the whole family, dog, house.
you know what I'm saying? But with him, he's a decent quarterback. He can make some plays. He's not gonna he's not a dynamic threat with his legs, but he will run if he has to. Uh like I said, they don't have the weapons that they came in with last year. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we won't have an issue. But I'm good on our back end. Last year, that tight end really hurt us.
Yeah.
But Smoke Monday's gone, so I don't have to worry about that no more. So I think we can. Now, last week their running game took off. They got a freshman.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's nice.
he is super fast, boy.
Yeah,
That boy, he looking to get to that corner. So we're gonna have
yeah,
to contain. You know what I'm saying? Stay in our running lanes and keep him in a box because if he get outside, he can go.
yeah,
Um, but like I said, they don't. Last week they ran the ball a little more, but I mean that was Ohio. They still threw the ball quite a bit. I think he still threw it 27, 30 times last week against Purdue. He threw it 37, 40 times. You know what I'm saying? 35, 40 times. So they're gonna get close to 30 throws if they can. Like I said, don't know how much of a run threat they're really gonna be because when they played Purdue, a game that they really, a quality opponent, the
yeah.
run game really wasn't there. They had a lot of different guys in and out the game. 7 carries here, 8 carries for this guy, 8 carries for that, 6 carries for him. Nobody really established anything. Nobody was a dominant force.
Mhm.
Like I said last week, Buddy Gate, got out a little bit and did a little something, but that was against Ohio. You know what I mean? So they hadn't got a lot of sacks in the first 2 games, so hopefully TJ and our offensive line don't allow. I don't want to see us being the ones that they get their sacks off with. You know what I mean?
Right.
Guys, man, these guys are in a position and ready to be beat.
Yeah,
They're coming on the road. They're having to travel same way we did last year, and that takes a toll. But I saw these guys in a dog fight with Purdue. It
yeah,
was a dog fight with Purdue. Now, that was because of the competition. Now, we was in a dog fight with San Jose State. That might have just been on our own fruition. So I'm looking for us to be able to establish a ground game more than we did last week. We need to establish the run, and from what it's looking like to me, man, we need to run till we can't run no more, and keep the
yeah.
ball out of the quarterback's hands, passing downfield as much as possible, man. We need to be off the play action. Roberts need to be off of wizardry or whatever, but just
Right.
straight drop back, delivering strikes. That is not our quarterback's strong suit right now, and I don't think we will have that until Holden is our quarterback. But until then, we need to run this thing. We need to run the air out the ball
Yeah.
just to offset our quarterback play, which is not the best right now. So uh, I was thinking, Harson's a quarterback guy. Maybe TJ just ain't the quarterback and Holden just ain't ready yet.
Yeah.
So, but stay on the subject. I feel like we should establish the run and run it until we.
We lost Tony there, but he's gonna come back. But last thing he said is establish the run and um, run it down the throats of the Penn State defense, which definitely a recipe for us winning that game on this Saturday in Jordan Hare. For people who don't know, it is an orange out, so they're asking all the fans to wear orange this game to kind of offset or to kind of throw them off guard. So if you are going to the game, make sure you wear your orange. And there's Tony, he's back, so we're gonna bring him back to the screen. He had no technical difficulties, but he's back.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
like where I was. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. But like I said,
All
we need
right.
to we need to run the air this ball to establish, you know what I'm saying, physical dominance. And on defense, man, if we can bottle up that run and make them one dimensional to make them pass where D Hall and Eco Luerte, where all the boys can get after that quarterback, man, I like our chances. But it all starts up front on both sides of the ball. We have to establish the run and we have to stop the run. If they can't run and we make Sean Clifford have to beat us, I love our chances, man. I really do. I mean, even with the way we looked last week, with the personnel we have, the coaches we have, I feel like this is a game we should win. And Tank and Jarquez and that offensive line should win it for us. TJ just needs to make timely, precise throws off that play action. And in the defense, if we can just bottle up that run and make Sean Clifford have to beat us, he does not have an NFL wide receiver out there lined up this year that can do what he can. And Derek Mason's not there to just start calling zone all of a sudden.
Right.
Knowing we a man, cat man, we're man on man, we're better in man than we are in zone. So we won't have that issue either. So hey, I like our chances, man. I'll say my prediction for the end of the show, but that's why I think the keys to victory lay. They lay within the running game and the fronts, our offensive line and our defensive line. Main establishing the run and stopping the run. That's where I think our keys for Saturday are. What about you,
I
Court?
I agree. I have a couple of keys. I do agree with you. They might be a little bit not as good. The reason why I said they may be slightly better than that team is because they do have a little bit more experience and they do have a freshman running back that probably nobody don't really know about. But I do see your point where hey, they still might not be better than that team because they did have a lot of NFL prospects. So the reason why I think Auburn can definitely win this game. One thing I looked up and noticed about Penn State, they are not really a good road team. They have problems playing on the road, especially recently. They have only won like one game, and that was the Purdue game. Recently on the road, they're like 1-6 in their last road game, which is a big thing when you can win at home, but you can't win on the road. Yeah, especially when you got an experienced quarterback. That's a red flag. That's a big red flag right there. I think the last SEC team they played was not actually Auburn, it was Arkansas, and Arkansas ran all over them. So this show, you know, they're not really a good road team, or they don't play well on neutral sites. I'm in agreement with you, Tony. Auburn is a way better running team than Penn State. Penn State right now only has one actual rusher over 100 yards compared to Auburn's two, and Auburn has 8 touchdowns compared to on the ground compared to Penn State's 4. They like I said, they still trying to develop that run. I think they kind of lean on Sean Clifford, which could be a recipe for disaster. Because I'm gonna talk about him in just a second. Um, but yeah, I think we're definitely a better run team than they are, and we have more options to run. We got Tank, Jarquez, Damari, and Robbie. So I think we have more options to spread the ball out and get the ball down the field. Sean Clifford, let's talk about him. So he's mediocre at best.
He's a
He's
guy. He's what they call. He's a jag.
yeah,
If he was in the NFL, he's a jag. He's just another guy.
just
But
another guy.
I'll say this: he's important to Penn State because of his experience. You know how the experience factor in college is a big thing. He's a 6-year senior.
Yeah,
He's been around. He's played a lot of football. He knows the offense. You know what I'm saying, in and out. And so that's like that's his redeeming quality.
yeah.
He's no Bryce Young. He's no C.J. Stroud.
Not even Queen Ewers. Queen
You
Ewers
know,
was nice.
yeah. He's a good quarterback. You know, he's a above average college quarterback.
I
I
don't even know about above average. I say
I
average.
give him above average just because he been starting for so long.
I
Okay,
say
nobody beat him out yet, so he got to be something. You know what I mean?
average. Well, he been there 5, 6 years,
I mean, that's
and
just like Stetson Bennett. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He really Stetson Bennett just with less talent. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
and
he can make college plays though. He can make college
yeah,
throws. He's man. One thing about it, bro, an experienced college quarterback. That's a dangerous thing. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
They don't mind giving it to him. He'll slang it, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he ain't all that.
he ain't all that.
He ain't no world beater.
In fact, his completion percentage is worse than TJ's as a starter. His highest completion percentage as a starter is 61%.
And see,
So
really,
that ain't nothing to
you know,
be proud about.
the fact that he's still in college after all these years lets you know he's not that. He ain't really that guy. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So,
yeah,
this is going to be interesting. I'm glad you pointed out that road record, and everybody know we got we got an atmosphere for your ass now.
Right. Oh yeah.
This ain't no easy road trip right here coming into Jordan Hell. That ain't no walk in the park.
This ain't the Big Ten.
Hell no. The Big Ten, you go to the big house, you go to the horseshoe. Man, that's really about it.
Yeah. Or campground though. I give campground.
Campground to do a little campground to get down. Campground to get down. We get to them. Campground to get down. But then who the hell care about going to Boise? Who care about going to Maryland?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who the hell care about going to Michigan State? You know?
Wow.
Illinois. But you go your ass to Starkville, the motherfucking bell get them clanging and clanging.
Right.
Shit, you go down there to Arkansas, the motherfucking hog pig sue your ass to death.
Florida.
The swamp. As you talk about the swamp.
Woo.
Shit. And let's not get started on Brian Denny, them redneck, backwood, snaggletooth,
Right.
incest loving mother suckers. You know? And then,
And then let's also not talk about LSU.
Shit, that's not get started about it. That's not even get started about them. And don't let it be nighttime down there. Shit. I don't even want to go to. Let me tell you something. I don't even want to go to no LSU game at night.
Yeah, it's too much weird stuff happened there.
If I go to the LSU game at night, I'm wearing purple. I want them to think I'm one of them. But coming into Jordan House, one thing about Jordan House, it could be day, it could be 11 o'clock, it could be 2:30, it could be 6 o'clock, it could be 7 o'clock. That thing gonna be rocking. That thing gonna be roaring because hey, Auburn people love Auburn football, and we gonna show up and we gonna show out and we gonna be orange out in that thing come Saturday night. Man, please. Penn State ain't ready, man. Ain't no Penn State ain't ready.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready. The last thing I'll say, brother, it's gonna be hot. And I don't think these boys, I don't think they know how hot it is.
What time they kick off here, Courtney? Courtney, what time they kick off here?
2:30.
Ooh, boy, gonna be cooking in Alabama at 2:30, boy. Boy, that stove gonna be on 500. Boy, they gonna turn that stove on 500. It's gonna be hot. It don't get hot like this in the Big Ten.
Woo. It's gonna get hot.
Them boys gonna be hot. It's gonna be muggy. It's gonna be humid. You gonna see them over standing out there like this?
Had the hands on the knees.
All right, every time you look at what we doing like this.
Right.
Well,
bouncing around.
Everybody, every time you see a time out the motherfucker, we stand with the water bottle.
Right.
Shit.
They gonna ride around no fans.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready, man.
They're not ready.
They already. But I already told y'all they ain't a good road team. We got one of the best home atmospheres in America, and it's gonna be hot. Them boys ain't ready for this. And goddamn it, we coming to play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Courtney, give me a score, Courtney. What you got?
All right, so I got Auburn. I got Auburn 20, Penn State 14.
Okay. I like that. I gave him a few more points. I think we gave Penn State. I got Penn State with scoring 20. I think I got it 20. But I think we might win 24.
Okay.
I think we're going to score 27, 20, 24, 20, just because I think we might be up 24, 10, 24, 14, something like that. They might get a late score, you know what I'm saying, try to make it look good. But I think we're going to have a, you know what I'm saying, I think we're going to be able to, hopefully, we say we were playing with San Jose State and we were looking past them and we had, this on our mind. So hopefully what we thought we would see last week will revert to this week, and we will see a more focused, a more disciplined, and a hungrier football team.
Yep.
And if that Auburn football team shows up, Penn State's ass is in trouble.
Yep. It's gonna be a long day.
Be a long day, baby.
Y'all
CBS back on SEC back on CBS at 2.
Yes, sir.
Right where we supposed to be, baby. I really wish Vern was gonna be there, to be honest with you. I really could use old Vern this week, you know. But long Gary, I'll be all right.
This is Vern Lundquist here.
I'll take Gary. I'll be all right. Just bring Gary to the game.
We'll take him. He'll do.
He'll do.
Yeah. Well, hey y'all, we appreciate y'all so much for taking out this time to listen to us talk about this game. As you can see, we excited, and we are ready. I found out the game is sold out.
It should be. It should be
in Alabama right now.
It's Penn State. It should be sold out. It should. That's the only way. When you got somebody coming to your house, you should welcome them. With everyone. Everyone should be there to welcome them. That's why it's sold out. We're going to welcome them to the jungle with open arms. And I know they said a lion is the king of the jungle, but not this jungle.
No.
You this tiger pride right here. You in the wrong area of the woods, my brother. Now over over there, you and Mufasa and y'all run over there. But see right up in here, these tiger paws left over here in this dirt, in this sand. Ain't no lion print. These tiger paws, and there's a lot of us.
Plains.
We're gonna bite you in your ass. Gonna maul you like that video I seen that man eating them tigers eating that mane. Or he ain't had no business in there. Penn State ain't got no business in here. We finna eat your ass up.
We haven't forgot all the stuff y'all was talking about last year. We ain't forgot.
I ain't forgot.
Hey, we're
gonna come out there with them ugly orange face man.
Hopefully they won't. I don't think they're gonna have no orange jersey.
Orange face man tomorrow.
They ain't gonna have. They keep talking about these orange jerseys.
Hey. It is what it is, though. I'm gonna have a different orange shirt on this week than I had on last week. I got another orange shirt I'm gonna wear Saturday.
Man, I gotta go get an orange shirt. I'm gonna be ready. I said I'm gonna get up early, watch that SEC Nation show. I'm already got my dates planned out for Saturday.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. And we hope y'all get y'all's plan too. If you haven't, well, hey, a good way you can do that is by watching this show.
Exactly.
Tigers. Either yes, sir. You can watch it when it drops, or you can watch it before the game. Hey, get your game day started, and then we gonna come back next week. We gonna talk about this game. We claim it's gonna be a win.
We're gonna be celebrating, getting ready for another one.
Getting ready for another one. We got Missouri next week, so we gonna be ready. Another Tiger. But they ain't the real Tigers. But it's only one true Tiger.
Even Clemson copycatted us. They ain't even real. They went up there. Clemson, for all y'all that didn't know, Clemson used to be blue and orange. Auburn gave Clemson our old practice jerseys back in the day when they first started up, and they washed them so much till they turned purple. And they started looking purple. That's how they turned purple and orange. They used to be blue and orange like us. They ain't do nothing but copycat us. They, instead of having the trees in the middle of the campus, they put a little lake. That's all. That's the only difference. Even they campus look like Auburn. So you know what I'm saying? We the originators. You know what I'm saying? Often imitated, never duplicated, baby. What damn me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, we thank y'all for watching, and continue to follow us, TNT Talking Tigers, Instagram and Twitter. And until then, we hope y'all be blessed, be safe out here, and of course,
thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night, and whoa.